Alright, so you're thinking about leveling up your hotel game. And let's be honest, who doesn't love getting treated like royalty when they travel? But here's the thing, with so many premium travel cards out there, it's easy to pick the wrong one and end up wasting money or missing out on better perks. So in this video, I'm breaking down two of the biggest heavy hitters in the hotel credit card world, the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card and the Hilton Honors Aspire card, both from Amex. These cards look similar on paper, big annual fees, luxury perks, elite status, free nights, but the real question is, which one actually delivers the most value for you? I'll walk you through the key benefits, the sneaky downsides, and who each card is really best for. So whether you're a weekend traveler, a points hacker, or just someone who wants to squeeze every ounce of luxury out of your stays, this is going to help you make the right call. So let's get into it, because trust me, picking the wrong card here, that's an expensive mistake. So let's start by talking about who these cards are actually good for. Because while both are packed with perks, they definitely aren't for everyone. So let's start with the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant Amex card. This one's great if you're loyal to Marriott properties. Think Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis, JW Marriott, etc. And you want automatic Platinum Elite status without having to chase nights. That status alone can get you room upgrades, late checkout, lounge access, and more. It also works well if you're using Marriott's Free Night Award, which can cover some seriously fancy hotels. And if you can make good use of the $300 dining credit, spread out monthly, that helps offset the annual fee pretty nicely. It's perfect for Marriott loyalists or semi-loyalists, travelers who want guaranteed elite perks without the stay requirements, or anyone who can take full advantage of the dining and hotel credits. Next up, let's take a look at the Hilton Honors Aspire Amex card. Now, the Hilton Honors Aspire card is honestly one of the most benefit-heavy cards out there. You get Hilton Diamond status right out of the gate. That's top tier. It comes with free breakfast or a food credit, room upgrades, and better service across the board. You'll also get a free night reward every year, plus up to $400 in statement credits, $200 for Hilton stays every 6 months, and airline incidental credits. So yeah, the perks are stacked. It's perfect for Hilton fans, especially if you visit the Waldorf Astoria, Conrad, or even mid-tier brands. People who want top-tier hotel status without spending a dime on stays, or frequent travelers who can maximize Hilton Resort credits and airline perks. The bottom line, if you're brand loyal and know where you like to stay, picking the right card can unlock a ton of value. But if you just want the best perks regardless of the hotel chain, the Aspire card probably has the edge in terms of pure benefit return, but only if you actually use everything it offers. Alright, so now let's look at the annual fee and sign-up bonus of each card, because these are premium cards and neither one is cheap. But if you play your cards right, the value you can get totally outweighs the fee. So starting first with the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant Amex card, the annual fee is $650. Now, that's quite a lot, but with that, you're getting Platinum Elite status, a free night worth up to 85,000 points, and a $300 dining credit split into $25 per month. If you're someone who eats out or orders often, that credit alone takes a decent bite out of the annual fee. Now, for the sign-up bonus, it is currently possible to earn 185,000 Marriott Bonvoy points after spending $6,000 within the first 6 months of opening the account, which is really good. That could cover anywhere from 2 to 5 nights, maybe more if you're booking smart with off-peak rates or point savers. In terms of value, with Marriott points being valued at around 0.8 cents per point, this sign-up bonus is worth about $1,480. Next up is the Hilton Honors Aspire Amex card. So the annual fee with this card is $550. So right off the bat, it's $100 cheaper than the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. But here's where it gets interesting. Hilton really stacks the perks. You get top-tier diamond status, a free night every year, up to $400 in Hilton Resort credits, and airline fee credits. It's a lot of value if you're actually using those benefits. As for the sign-up bonus, it is currently possible to earn 150,000 bonus points after you hit the $6,000 minimum spend requirement within the first 6 months of card ownership. Now, Hilton points aren't quite as valuable per point as Marriott points, but that high number can still get you a bunch of nights, especially at mid-range hotels or during slower travel seasons. Generally speaking, Hilton points are worth 0.5 cents per point, which would value this sign-up bonus at around $750. So what's the bottom line? If you're more into Marriott's luxury properties and can take full advantage of that big free night award, the Brilliant card can absolutely be worth it, even with the higher annual fee. But if you want more perks up front, and especially if you stay at Hilton resorts or travel frequently, the Aspire card gives you more instant value out of the gate. Either way, it really comes down to your travel style and whether you actually use what these cards are offering. So now let's look at what elite status comes with each card. So with the Brilliant card, you get Platinum Elite status automatically. That's huge. Normally you'd have to stay 50 nights a year with Marriott to earn it. So what does that mean for you? Well, you'll get free room upgrades, including suites if available, 4 p.m. late checkout, lounge access, and a welcome gift like bonus points or breakfast at certain properties. Honestly, if you stay at Marriott properties even just a few times a year, especially at higher end brands like JW Marriott, St. Regis, or the Ritz, it can really elevate your experience. Next up is the Hilton Honors Aspire card. Now, the Aspire card gives you Diamond status, which is Hilton's top tier level, and you get it right out of the gate. No stays required. Now, with Diamond status, you're looking at room upgrades, including executive floors, free breakfast or a daily food and beverage credit in the US, better treatment at check-in and during your stay, and access to executive lounges at many properties. And even if you're booking Hilton brands like the Waldorf Astoria, Conrad, or even a reliable Doubletree or Embassy Suites, you'll feel the perks right away. So now let's take a look at some of the credits that come with each card. Starting first with the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, there is a $300 dining credit. Essentially, it's broken into $25 per month, and it works at restaurants worldwide. Dine in, take out, or delivery. You just have to remember to use it every month or you lose it. But if you're already spending on food, this is an easy win. Then with the Hilton Aspire card, you get a $400 Hilton Resort credit. Essentially, you get $200 every 6 months. But it only works at participating Hilton resorts, not just any Hilton. So if you are planning a trip to one of those properties, this can cover things like room charges, spa treatments, food, or other non-property expenses. There is then a $200 flight credit. This one is meant for incidental charges like seat selection, baggage, or in-flight food with a specific airline you choose. It's a bit more limited, but still useful if you fly at least once or twice a year. So what's the verdict on status and credits? Well, Marriott gives you a status level that's great if you stay at their upscale brands, and the dining credit is simple to use if you remember it each month. Hilton, on the other hand, gives you top-tier status with stronger perks and way more credit value, but you've got to be a little more intentional with how you use those resort and airline credits. Alright, so let's talk about something super important when choosing a travel card. Which one actually earns the most points when you spend? Because perks are great, but if you're not racking up points quickly, you're leaving value on the table. So let's start with hotel spending, because well, these are hotel cards. With the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, you earn 6 times points at Marriott hotels. Then with the Hilton Aspire card, you earn a massive 14 times points at Hilton properties. Now that sounds like a huge win for Hilton, and it kind of is, but there's a catch. Hilton points aren't worth as much as Marriott points. Generally speaking, Hilton points are worth around 0.5 cents per point, and Marriott points come in at closer to 0.8 cents per point. So when you do the math, Hilton's 14 times points is equal to about 7% back, and Marriott's 6 times points is equal to 4.8% back. So Hilton gives you more value per dollar when you're staying at Hilton properties. Now, one important factor to take into account is because you receive complimentary diamond status with the Hilton Aspire card, you actually receive 100% bonus points on all Hilton stays. And best of all, diamond status is the top tier status level that is offered with Hilton. So if you do stay at Hilton hotels on a regular basis, you will earn a ton of extra points. On the other hand, with the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, you will earn 50% bonus points on eligible hotel purchases. So not quite as good as what the Hilton Aspire card is offering, but still pretty decent. So next up is restaurants, and both cards reward you here too. Marriott gives you 3 times points, and Hilton gives you 7 times points. Even when adjusting for points value, Hilton still comes ahead here, around 3.5% back versus about 2.4% back with Marriott. So if you're someone who eats out a lot, Hilton's got the edge. Now let's talk airfares when you book directly with airlines. Marriott earns you 3 times points, and Hilton earns you 7 times points. Once again, Hilton is a little stronger here. After adjusting for points value, Hilton gives you around 3.5% back, while Marriott stays in that 2.4% range. So far, Hilton's winning in most categories. Now for general spending, that's stuff that doesn't fall into travel or dining categories. Here, Marriott gives you 2 times points, and Hilton gives you 3 times points. Now this one's close. Marriott points are more valuable, so it's almost a tie. Maybe a slight edge to Marriott here. But honestly, neither of these cards is ideal for everyday purchases. You're better off using a flat rate cashback card or a general travel card for any non-bonus spend categories. So who wins? If we're talking pure earning power, the Hilton Aspire card wins in most categories. You're just getting more points faster, especially if you're spending on travel, dining, or staying at Hilton properties. But there's a trade-off. Marriott points are more valuable, especially when you redeem them at their high-end brands like the Ritz-Carlton or St. Regis. You might need fewer Marriott points for the same level of luxury, even if they take longer to earn. But the bottom line, if you want to earn points faster across the board, go with the Hilton Aspire card. If you're aiming for big value redemptions, especially at high-end hotels, Marriott Bonvoy may be your better bet. It really comes down to how you travel and how you plan to use your points. Alright, so now we've talked about the points, the fees, the bonuses. But let's be honest, what really gets people excited about premium travel cards are the perks. So let's break down which of these two cards, the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant or Hilton Honors Aspire card, actually gives you the most valuable benefits. So let's start with Elite Status, because both of these cards hook you up the moment you're approved. With the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, you get Platinum Elite Status. No stays required. That means you're getting free upgrades. Yep, even suites when available. 4 p.m. late checkout, lounge access, and welcome gifts like free breakfast or bonus points. If you ever stay at places like the St. Regis or JW Marriott, this can make a huge difference in your experience. On the Hilton side, the Aspire card gives you Diamond Status, which is Hilton's top tier. That comes with free upgrades, often including executive floors, free breakfast or daily food and beverage credits in the US, lounge access at many properties, and priority treatment at check-in and throughout your stay. And since it's top tier, the benefits tend to be more consistent, even at lower end Hilton brands. The verdict on status, Hilton takes the lead here. You're getting top tier right away, and it's often easy to use across more properties. Now, both cards offer an annual free night certificate, which is huge value if you travel even just once a year. With the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, you get a free night worth up to 85,000 points. That's premium territory. You can use this at high-end hotels and resorts, even top-tier properties like the Ritz-Carlton or St. Regis. Then with the Hilton Honors Aspire card, you also get one free night, but Hilton's doesn't have a fixed point cap. You can use it at almost any Hilton property worldwide, as long as there's a standard award available. That includes some luxury properties that could cost over $800 a night. Now, one nice option with this card is the ability to earn an additional free night after you spend a total of $30,000 on the card within a calendar year, and then another free night if you spend a total of $60,000 on the card within the same year. So the verdict on free nights, it's almost a tie here. Marriott gives you a more defined value, 85,000 points, great for top tier redemptions, whereas Hilton gives you flexibility. You just need to find availability, and it can go really far in value. So now let's talk about the extras that help you offset those big annual fees. With the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, you will receive a $300 dining credit, $25 a month. This is super easy to use if you dine out or order in. There is then a Priority Pass Select membership that gives you unlimited lounge visits to over 1,700 airport lounges worldwide. This is worth around $469. You will receive a $100 Marriott Bonvoy property credit for bookings of 2 nights or more at either the Ritz-Carlton or the St. Regis. And then you can earn 25 Elite Night credits each year. This helps if you're chasing higher Marriott status. Next up, with the Hilton Honors Aspire card, you will receive a $400 Hilton Resort credit, split into $200 chunks per year. You can use it for charges at participating Hilton resorts on things like food, spa, or room upgrades. There is then a $200 flight credit for things like seat selection, bags, and in-flight food. There is a $199 Clear Plus credit for quicker security screening at airports. And finally, you can then earn a $100 property credit on 2-night stays at the Waldorf Astoria or Conrad hotels when booked through the website HiltonHonorsAspireCard.com. So the verdict on credits and extras? Hilton wins by a hair. You're getting up to $899 in credit per year, compared to $869 from Marriott. But Hilton's credits are a little trickier to use. They're slightly more restricted. So if you like ease of use, Marriott's monthly dining credit is the simpler option. Now, it's worth noting that both cards have no foreign transaction fees, which is a must for any travel card. Also, both cards give you premium travel protection, like trip delay coverage, baggage insurance, and purchase protection. So which card has the better perks? Well, if you're looking at total value, the Hilton Honors Aspire card is hard to beat. It throws a lot at you. Top tier status, big credits, flexible free nights, and strong point earnings. But if you're more loyal to Marriott, or want to use your perks at some seriously high-end hotels with fewer hoops, the Brilliant card still offers excellent long-term value, especially with that free night award worth up to 85,000 points. Alright, so we've covered quite a lot, from points earnings to perks, fees, and everything in between. But now it's time to answer the big question. Which card is right for you? Well, here's the bottom line. If you're a Hilton loyalist, or you just want the most perks and credits packed into one card, the Hilton Aspire card is a powerhouse. You're getting top-tier diamond status, massive travel credits, strong points earnings, and a free night you can use at almost any Hilton hotel in the world. It's loaded with value as long as you can take full advantage of those perks. On the other hand, if you prefer staying at Marriott properties, especially high-end brands like St. Regis, Ritz-Carlton, or JW Marriott, then the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card delivers strong value too. The free night award can be worth well over the annual fee, and the Platinum Elite status gives you access to premium treatment at some of the nicest hotels out there. At the end of the day, both are excellent cards, but the best one really depends on your travel style, brand loyalty, and how much of the benefits you'll actually use. Now, if this video helped you get a better feel for these cards or helped you make a decision, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps to grow the channel. And if you're into credit card reviews, point strategies, or just want to travel smarter for less, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next one. Now, if you'd like to see an alternative way to get a huge amount of value from American Express cards, check out this video here where I talk about the Amex trifecta.